Hello, folks. What a lovely day. I hope you're all doing well and you're feeling it. Today, we're going to talk about shadow. No, I'm not talking about what Peter Pan had lost and was looking for. No, no, no. This is a concept that was first used by Carl Jung. It refers to that part of our psyche, if you will, that is hidden, as the term infers. Shadow is everything that we basically deny ourselves. Maybe at some point we got shamed into getting too much attention when we were little. I mean, like wanting to get a lot of attention for ourselves, and we got shamed for it, or anything that we've been putting in this bag, if you will, of our little tricks that we keep hidden away. So, why look into our shadows, you might ask? Well, the reason is we can examine the shadows because a lot of times there are these little wonderful little nuggets of creativity or great ideas or energy that we could actually use for our own benefit or perhaps maybe others as a result. Now, how do we recognize our shadows? How do we find our shadows? A lot of times we can pay attention to perhaps things that might get our attention with regards to others. Let's face it, we've all experienced this. Let's say something about someone really annoys you or you jump into conclusion. I mean, things that you're very sensitive about, you pick up quickly. Obviously, it's something that triggers something in you. Well, that's one way of finding your shadow. That's one shadow. Another way is perhaps it's when a pattern gets repeated. Let's say, for example, you jump into relationships when you know this person is not the right one for you, or you find yourself repeating, I don't know, things that you had told yourself you didn't want to do, let's say too much drinking or whatever, these kinds of things. It's a pattern that repeats itself that you find yourself automatically doing even though you had tried not to. You had it in your mind that this was not going to happen again. These are ways you can discover your shadows. By opening that proverbial bag, you take a look at what nuggets there might be, what issues there might be, and that way you can actually get to resolve it. It's kind of like giving it a little blessing or acknowledging it or whatever, blessing it, and that way it becomes, it enters your awareness, your consciousness. You had hidden those away in your subconscious, so it wasn't anything that you were particularly aware. So always remember, if there is something you're judging in someone, you have it in you. It's triggering something in you that's even stimulating you enough, tickling you enough to notice in the first place. So I guess the upshot of this, or the lesson in this, is don't really be quick to judge others. Look at yourself. This is tough work. Not too many people are willing to look at themselves. I understand. We all see it every day. It's easy to point something out about somebody else, but it's harder to notice that about ourselves. And, perhaps it's an ego thing, but it's time we sort of made some compromises and we had a little chat with that part of ourselves. I hope this is helpful for you. It's actually pretty illuminating. If you give it a chance, you will find tons of nuggets. Don't think of it as a negative thing just because it's referred to as shadow. Shadow is merely something that hasn't had light shone on it. So take out your torch, flashlight, whatever, and illuminate what seems to be hidden for you. I will talk to you next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.